So we've got some lasagna here with salad, basically just salad put in there, and then we also microwave the salad. So there's rocket and spinach and all sorts in there. So this is 5 sins for this lasagna. Hello, I'm just sitting down now waiting for the bath to run. I find this is a really helpful patch. The kids are finishing up their tea. It's about 5 to 6. So I run the bath and then it just gives me a few minutes out just while the bath's running, while they finish their tea. We went to Sainsbury's after picking the kids up. So me and the children went to Sainsbury's. Make it sound like there was more than one of me. And we went because we were going to see if Benjamin wanted to buy a scooter with his pocket money. But he's now ordered one. It will arrive tomorrow. They can pay for tomorrow. And they wanted to get some crisps from the shop, so I said that was okay. So we got some crisps from the shop, and I'd already got my little fava beans in preparation anyway for the journey home. So I had that for my journey home. That was very good. I was very pleased I'd got them, because otherwise the fact that the kids were eating crisps and I didn't have any crisps might have been a bit of a problem. But I had my fava beans, so I was happy with them. And then we got home and it was about 4:30, so it's sort of like 20 minutes or so. Just coming up, so about 20 minutes before I had to start making some tea. So I had a little sit down, and I started to feel a bit tired and bolster-eaty, if you know what I mean, like a bit more like the feelings of can't be bothered kind of creeping in. So I was a bit worried at that point, because they had bought a multi-pack of 6 crisps, and they had 3 packets each. So they had 1 packet and there were still 2 packets each hanging about. So I wrote their names on them, so they both had like their names written on their crisps, and that helps me, because then I basically, my brain tells my brain that those crisps belong to somebody else, they're not mine to eat. So that was okay. They so I wasn't going to eat them, and then of course my brain sort of tried to get me to try and eat something else instead that wasn't really in my plan that I'd planned. I was hungry, I was a bit tired. I had some Diet Coke, and then I was getting hungry, so a bit more hungry. At this point I was making them some spaghetti, so I made the decision to put in more spaghetti, because normally I don't eat the spaghetti sauce with them, but I've made the decision that I will have that in future. It's a very simple dish. All it is I make a batch of chilli on the Sunday night, and I take a scoop out of it and mix it with another carton of tomatoes, so it's not quite as spicy. And then that just sits in the fridge, all liquidized up. It sits in the fridge, and then I cook spaghetti, then just tip that over it, and that's kind of what they have for tea on most nights. Monday, Tuesday, pasta. I'm already making the pasta and veg, so I do the pasta. And then Thursday they have it again, and the Friday we have the pizza that we make, and they have some chicken nuggets, that type of thing. I find it's a very useful thing to be able to give them a simple tea, because it's very nourishing, because it's got, you know, the healthy things in the sauce and that. So I've decided that's what I'm going to also have for tea. I'll put together a spaghetti sauce. So then that's already there, so that'll just a small portion. It's not a large plate, but it's just a small bowl of it, just to keep me like my first tea, as I say, and then I have another tea after, once the kids done their kids' routines. So yeah, I decided to do that, and that helped. So, and the other thing was, well, before that was happening, when my brain was struggling, I thought, well, I better snack on some fruit, but I didn't want any fruit but then I remembered I'd got a mango, and I thought, well, a mango chopped up is quite nice, so I will try that. And I chopped up the mango, and it was nicer than my brain thought it was going to be. So I think I have to remind myself that I do like these things. Sometimes my brain will pretend, hello, sometimes my brain will pretend that I don't like the fruit in order to try and get me to eat something else. But I chopped up some fruit, chopped up some mango, nectarine and pear, and chopped that all up onto the chopping board so it was all accessible. And so I just kind of snacked on that, and that was really good. It was very interesting for my mouth, like something fun to eat, something a bit different, and kind of, you know, picky as it were, so I could just pick on that. And obviously the nice thing as well is that you chopped it all up, and the kids see you've chopped it up, and then their little hands come in, don't they, and then take some bits. That was quite nice to, you know, because you know that you're feeding the children healthy things. So I got through that very successfully. So basically I was 3 in the morning, so the Brazil nut thing worked really well as well. So it was 1 healthy extra B, and then plus 3 thins on, because the pack was a bit bigger than a healthy extra B. And that was they were really delicious. I think there was about, I can't remember exactly how many there were. There were like 8 or 9 Brazil nuts, and they were perfect because they were really filling. They were nice to eat. They weren't very stodgy. So I'll definitely do that. I got myself a little couple of different packs. So some almonds, and there's some pistachio nuts as well, and another pack of Brazil nuts. So that's what I'm going to do, I think, in the future. I had that little bag of nuts. It's very small. It's a very small little bag, but it's just the right size for me for a little snack. So there was 3 sins there. It was 5 sins for the lasagna, so that's 8 sins. Then it was 3.5 sins again for the fava beans, so I'll count 4 because I'm not very good at the half thing. 3, 5, 4, so that's 12 sins. So I'm on 12 sins today so far, and a healthy extra B. I'm a healthy extra A because I had a little bit of cheese on the spaghetti, sauce, the spaghetti with spaghetti sauce, but only a very small amount, and plus my almond milk, which will be up to my healthy extra A. So I think I'm really proud of myself because I skirted around the possible kind of bolster eating and kind of, you know, I presume it was kicked off because the kids had the crisps, and there was a little bit of me that obviously had to deal with the fact that the kids were having crisps, and I didn't want to go down the route of having crisps. It's not something I really want. I'm way more enjoying the having nuts and fruit and, you know, healthy filling dinners. I'm far more enjoying that route of life. It's way more satisfying. I don't get any kind of drops. I mean, I know I felt a bit tired earlier, but it's nothing at all in comparison to the kind of grogginess that I used to feel. Like, I just used to feel completely utterly like stuck in like a mist of like a, you know, a foggy mess. So I don't, you know, I feel kind of like normal tired. So you just feel like, well, I'm just a bit tired because I've been busy all day. You sit down for a bit, have a little break, and then you got it back again. So yeah, it's I'm far more prepared, far more enjoy this way of eating. So I am quite prepared to fight for it. I was saying to I was saying the other day that I was thinking about how I'm a person who like, there's an inside person that wants to eat a certain way, and there's an inside person that wants things, and I have to basically kind of, I don't want to let myself down. I want to live a certain way, and I want to make sure that my brain is behaving behaving itself. Just check the bath. Bath's doing well. So I just want to make choices that allow me to remain where I'd like to be. I want to make choices that allow me to live a functional life, and I don't really want the cravings side of me, or the bolstering side of me, or the eating to comfort myself side of me to rule my decision making, because I know it's only trying to do it to protect me, but I've got far better ways now to protect myself than going down those routes, and they doesn't really help me in the long run. So I'll let you know. I'm just having some coffee now, and I will let you know what I eat next. So theoretically what will happen now is I'm going to do the kids' routine, their bath and their stories, etc., and then I'll go downstairs, and if I'm hungry at that point, I've got chili in the fridge and rice that I can have like a portion of. I've got to portion out the rice and portion out the chili for the week anyway, for tomorrow's dinner and for Robin's Saturday lunch, so that I then can use up the rest. And then I also need to any scraps else left over, I need to make some more tomato sauce, like a spaghetti sauce, ready for the week as well. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. Okay, I will see you in a bit. Bye. Hello. So it's I'm just going to finish the video from yesterday because I forgot to video my chili. So I had chili and rice for my evening meal. So that meant yesterday I was trying to remember now. I think it was on 12 sins. Yeah, 12 sins and healthy extra B for the nuts. So I think that worked really, really well. There's a full kettle. So I'm definitely doing that again today with the nuts. I'm going to go have some coffee now, about half an hour or so before to leave to go to school, and yeah, I will see you. I'll finish it here and then I'll carry on making this video for today. Bye.